Right there by Tim, so we can hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's different tonight? Maybe the blinds are open. It just looks a little lighter in here. Welcome to our American Fork City Council meeting. It's May 26, 2026. It is 7:03 p.m. Just for the public record, and I will do a roll call, Councilmember Hawley is not in the country right now. He's in Germany, and I do have him on the phone, so he will be listening. He will be participating in the dialogue tonight, and we'll have him, again, we'll make that official on the roll call. We'll begin with the public hearing. We actually have two items. We'll start off with number one. We're here to receive public comment to the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2026 city budget. Anybody who'd like to make a public comment on that, we'd invite you to come forward at this time. All right, seeing none, we will move on to item number two. We're here to receive public comment on the 620 South annexation consisting of 6.816 acres and located at approximately 700 West, 620 South. We invite you to come forward at this time on this item. Seeing none, we will close the public hearing and we will move on to our regular session. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, after which we'll have an invocation by Councilmember Carroll, and then I will conduct the roll call. If everybody would please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you this day that we could come together in the business of the city. We're grateful for the opportunities that thou hast given to us. We're grateful for thy many blessings. Please bless us today that we will have thy spirit with us as we make decisions for the city. Please bless us that we will be able to speak in a spirit of understanding, and help us to know thy will. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Okay, now conduct the roll call. Councilmember Hunter. Here. Councilmember Hawley. Here. Councilmember John. Here. Councilmember Carroll.
Here.
Councilmember Taylor.
Here.
Okay, we'll now move on to item number two. It's when we set a time for the public to address the mayor, the city council, the senior staff at anything that is concerning them. We invite you to come forward. It'll take about 2 minutes, and if you would please state your name for the public record. I do have one that was submitted prior to. We're not limited to it, but we will start with this one. We're going to have Michelle Hawkins come forward.
All right, good evening. My name is Michelle Hawkins. My husband and I purchased a home here in American Fork back in January. Second owners, the home was built in roughly 2017. And I'm here to advocate the city to adopt some measures in their general plan. And I understand that they're revising the municipal code and that there will be sessions regarding that, but I wanted to make a comment for the council so that they may advocate for these changes as well. American Fork requires a single-family home to have 2 off-street parking spaces. Because the driveway within the front setback does not count toward this requirement, residents rely entirely on the garage to meet this standard. We thought we were buying a 2-car garage, but in reality we bought a 0-car garage. A family-friendly city cannot qualify a home as single-family when a standard minivan and a small truck cannot park in the garage and still close the door. Our neighbors in Lehigh already mandate a minimum parking stall depth of 20 feet to ensure utility. Because American Fork lacks this dimension standard, builders are delivering what they call two-car designs when the functional depth is only 15 and a half feet. This forces a choice between unattached parking and life safety, as our stairs landing makes it so you can't park and use the stairs at the same time. You can either put a small vehicle in there or use the stairs, not both. And so I'm asking the council to advocate for redefining a residential stall as a 20-foot unobstructed space, so that our homes are functional and safe for the families who live in them. If I have any more time, I would just comment on wanting to soil compaction standard. Our home has a an AC pad, and it was built less than 10 years ago, and so we'd like to raise higher standards on that front as well for new builders. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else who would like to make public comment? Okay. Seeing none, we will close the public comment period, and we'll move on to item number 3, our city administrator's report. David.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of things. Yesterday was a phenomenal day, and just really want to give a big thanks to our fire department. They do a Memorial Day breakfast every year, and it's amazing. And our guys work so hard to pull that off and make that all happen and accommodate our community, and just really proud of our guys. We also had a program at the Tabernacle, which was phenomenal, and the band is so incredible. Every year I go there, and it just kind of hits me in the feels when I hear them play the medley of all the different armed forces, and we really appreciate the cemetery committee for all the work that they put in to make that program possible. So just want to say thanks for all of that. That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, David. Number 1, to council reports, and we'll start with Councilmember Hunter.
Thank you, Mayor. I will be quick, but I do, well, first off, I don't know if this is the right forum, but did we learn that the legislature changed our ability to mandate garage size? That's what I was hearing. Somebody help me with that? Am I just off in left field? We'll look into that, but anyway. I don't mean to bring it up, but just normally we don't respond to public comment, but that one was one that's on the top of my mind, but I'm sympathetic to it. So I just will quickly, I'm sure everybody's going to say the same. Mayor, I know you felt bad that you weren't able to be there, so, just, it's literally the pinnacle of what we do in this city, honestly, as far as celebrations and recognizing that Memorial Day program is literally second to none. And I'm so honored to be able to be there and just partake in it, not necessarily add to it. I don't do anything but sit there, but it's very rewarding. And I think of those who are there mourning those there was 53 names that were read. And some of those are very dear and personal to so many people. But I also want to mention our fire. What an exceptional event. Steady all day long. We were there, I don't know the numbers, but Chief Brems and his staff, and I know, anyway, without saying anything, I just, Chief, if you'll make sure that Chad knows our love and prayers go out to him. That's my report.
Okay. Thank you for that report. Councilmember John.
Thank you, Mayor. Echo everything that's been said. Sitting up there with the other council members, and you were missed. We do it right. I have a friend that always texts me on holidays, and he texts me American flag and said, Happy Memorial Day. And I texted him a picture back of the program. Debbie had a program, and I took it, and I said, this is what we do. And he went, wow. and he lives in Tennessee, and we do it right. We honor those people who gave their lives for our freedoms, and I am grateful to be a part of that and to have been a part of it for many years. I don't know if you got a chance to go up to the cemetery on Monday. It was hundreds of cars all through the day. It never slacked off. And our cemetery committee and our cemetery staff did a phenomenal job. It looks great. Mark Connington and his group really made it look great, all the while leading along with parks in the city and conserving water. And I want to give a kudos to the parks and to all of our cemetery. They are helping us, and we are saving water. And I think with their example, our residents are learning. I'm grateful for the work that they do. So thank you, Mayor. That's my report.
Thank you. Councilmember Carroll?
Thank you. It's hard being later because we all are going to say the same thing, but really, I'm certain I had never gone to the Memorial Day program before I got on the council 8.5 years ago, and I'm certain that I will never miss it if I'm in town from here on out. It is, having the band surround you as they're playing those songs is really indescribable. Something that Lloyd said in his remarks was, I think he said something along the lines of like, the root of memorial is memory. And it made me kind of think about how I didn't know any of those fallen soldiers, but I'm creating memories as I remember them in their honor. So yeah, very, very touching little moment. It doesn't take a lot of time out of your day. It's so wonderful. Anyway, thank you for all those who that were involved with that, Tim and the rest of his committee, and the fire department that helped. Thank you. That's it.
All right, I'm going to jump back to you. Are you there, Councilmember Hawley?
I am.
I'll let you, do you have anything to report?
I don't really, I do have some things I'd like to share, but not being there in person makes it a little bit difficult. So I guess I'll just say, I'm really appreciative to the cemetery committee and the city staff for all the work they did yesterday for the Memorial Day program. And so that's all I want to say, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you for that report. Councilmember Taylor.
I wonder what I'm going to talk about. You know, families have traditions, and for the Taylors, Memorial Day is as big as Christmas for us. We've been going to the fireman's breakfast. I bet you I've been to the fireman's breakfast 50 times. And you know, my kids, same thing, and now my grandkids, but it's always fantastic. You see the same people there at the same times all the time. It's just awesome, and the fire department you know, does such a great job. And likewise, please give Chad our condolences, Chief. That's a tough take, man. And that's when family comes together and sticks together and bolsters one another up, which I know you guys are already doing, but it, you know, needs to come from us as well. And it's when such a tragedy like that takes place. The other thing, you know, with the Memorial Day program, I won't belabor how awesome that program is, but it is fantastic. But having attended that for many, many years, it was interesting. They always ask for World War II veterans to stand up. And you see these men and women, you know, come to their feet, and they asked for that yesterday, and there was just one man stood up, and I'm sorry, I don't even know his name, but he stood up, and you know, the whole place erupts in applause for this World War II veteran. And it does get you in the feels. It's something you quickly remember and appreciate what's been done in our behalf and what's been sacrificed for us. I thought Mr. Draper, who had served our city as a postman for so many years, had so many incredible things to say in his words to us. I just thought it was a great program. And then, you know, for the cemeteries, you know, I visited all of the cemeteries, Pleasant Grove, Lehigh, Alpine, and Highland on Sunday evening, and just for our loved ones and different people that were around there. And I'm biased, but American Fork just always stands out. The beautiful trees and how it's taken care of, so kudos to Mark and his team on that, and our whole crew for the way those things are handled. I'm just proud to be from American Fork on weekends like this past weekend, and grateful for everything that's been done for all of us. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Thanks for that report. I don't remember the last time I missed the program, and I did this year, and I felt it. Kind of know when you get that band inside that tabernacle, oh, it's powerful. You have to experience it. You think you know what it's like, but until you're in those halls with that big majesty of the band. So, yeah, I think American Fork, we take the time, and it's proper that we do that. And I found something out as far as just traditions that you don't really set your kids or your grandkids down. Not all the time. Sometimes you do, but I have not done this with my grandkids. We come and we'd have breakfast, but I have a daughter that this year we had a little change in our family. She moved away. She moved to St. George, so not just around the corner or even close. My grandkids willed them to come down and stay the weekend for the fireman's breakfast, and I thought, good for them. That is just something that they've been to. They want to experience that feeling of community. I was probably 30 minutes behind last year's schedule and met a whole bunch of new people. So it feels like hometown USA with what's going on. So thanks to everybody involved. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of planning, execution, learning from what happened last year, the year before, how to do it a little bit better, and we've learned that thanks to our staff. So that is the mayor's report. We'll now move on to our common consent agenda consisting of 5 items, 3 of them being minutes. Any noted changes on the minutes, Carolyn? All right, any questions?
Mayor, I move approval of the common consent agenda.
I have a motion by Councilmember Taylor.
I'll second.
Second by Councilmember Carroll. Any discussion on the motion? I'll call for a vote. Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter.
Aye.
Councilmember John.
Aye.
Councilmember Holly.
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor.
Aye.
All right, item number 1 is a review and action on a resolution approving amendments to the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2026 city budget. Thank you, Anna, coming forward. Could just give us a little overview, and then if there's any questions, we'll address them.
Thank you, Mayor. The adjustments are pretty standard. It's based on council-approved actions throughout the fiscal year, requests of certain departments, and also to reallocate the streets operation, maintenance, and improvements to a new general fund for roads. We did have a last-minute change, which I believe you have a copy of. We removed the park tax adjustments. Those are a little preliminary. The action hasn't been made to approve those allocations yet, so we just want to remove it and just perhaps do it later for next fiscal year.
Questions?
Mayor, I move to approve the resolution adopting the budget adjustments for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2026 budget.
Motion by Councilmember Taylor.
Second.
Second by Councilmember John. Any discussion on the motion? I'll call for a vote. Councilmember Holly.
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Councilmember John.
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor.
Aye.
All right, item number 2, review and action on an ordinance approving the disbursements of the fiscal 2025-2026 park tax funds. We did have this presented. I'm going to suggest to the council, if we're not quite sure, we can talk about it tonight, or we can bring it back. Totally up to you how we go about doing this. Although this is on this one. This is not the coming allocations. This is 2025, or is that the money that we're dispersing?
This is always the confusion we have every single year.
Yeah, it is, you're right.
Because the funds are collected one year, but we disperse the following year. So really what we are doing is approving the expenditures for the fiscal year 26-27.
Okay.
So,
I should know that drill. What do you want to do with this, council? Do you want to come back with it? We can bring it into another work session if you'd like.
Mayor, I've got a couple of questions that I don't know that could be answered here. One on TAF. So I'd like a little more time to dig into it if that's appropriate, but it was...
I'm indifferent, but I can appreciate that there's some more questions that need to be
I
answered.
think if we bring it back, at that point, we'll have Councilmember Holly in that chair
That'd be helpful.
as well.
So we just need a motion to table?
Yeah.
So moved. Move that we table item number 2, review and action item on ordinance approving the disbursement of fiscal year 2025-2026 park tax funds.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Councilmember John, second by Councilmember Taylor. Any discussion on the motion? Call for a vote. Councilmember John?
Aye.
Councilmember Holly?
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor?
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Item number 3 is a review and action on acceptance of the withdrawal of an application for the Chipman State Center annexation.
Mayor, I've got a question. I know maybe for David, we've worked really hard on this. We've got some property swap movements and some things that are going on that made this possible. We're not throwing those away. We're keeping all of those. We're just going to reapply. Is my understanding, Patrick? Or?
Yeah, enough time has elapsed between when the original petition came in and what we were working on that we kind of just need to start from the beginning and get everything back in line. But all of that other stuff we're working on is aside from the annexation process.
Okay, but I know there's a lot of work went into that to make it work, and I didn't want to lose that. Okay. Mayor, I move to accept the withdrawal application of the Chipman State Center annexation.
I have a motion by Councilmember John,
I'll second.
second by Councilmember Carroll. Any discussion on this motion? I'll call for a vote. Councilmember Hunter?
Aye.
Councilmember Holly?
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Councilmember John?
Aye.
Item number 4 is a review and action for an approval of a reimbursement agreement with Climb Ventures LLC for the Climb concrete project. Any questions on this?
Mayor, I move to approve the reimbursement agreement with Climb Ventures LLC for system improvements for an amount no greater than $20,970,000 for Climb Concrete. $20,970, yeah.
I have a motion by Councilmember Carroll,
I'll second.
second by Councilmember Taylor. Any discussion on the motion? Call for a vote. Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor.
Aye.
Councilmember John.
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter.
Aye.
Councilmember Holly.
Aye.
Okay, item number 5 is a review and action on a resolution approving fireworks restrictions for 2026. Any questions?
I don't want to feel like I'm asking all the questions
fine.
tonight.
You're fine.
Chief, is there any changes from year before? This is just the same? Okay.
I move to approve the resolution adopting fireworks restrictions in American Fork City for 2026.
A motion by Councilmember Carroll,
Second.
second by Councilmember Hunter. Any discussion on the motion? Call for a vote. Councilmember Holly.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter.
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor.
Aye.
Councilmember John.
Aye.
All right, item number 6 is a review and action on a resolution providing for the disposition of lost or mislaid property or seized property.
I move to adopt the resolution authorizing the disposition of lost or mislaid property, or seized property.
Those are just the ones with bad attitude.
I have a motion by Councilmember Carroll.
Second.
Second by Councilmember John. Any discussion on the motion? Call for a vote. Councilmember Holly?
Aye.
Councilmember John?
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor?
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Item number 7 is a review and action on an ordinance approving amendments to Chapter 5 of the American Fork Municipal Code regarding final appeals to the city council on certain business license decisions. If you remember, we passed an ordinance a while back with the direction to come back, and Heather has prepared this for us. We do have something in place, if you're comfortable with it, but this is just an alternative for us to discuss and...
This is what we asked for.
Exactly.
So, Mayor, I move to adopt the ordinance approving amendments.
Councilmember Taylor,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
I have a clarification, a typo correction in the ordinance. The ordinance should actually be numbered, section 5.04.250, subsection C, and the paragraph that starts with "the city council shall function" should be numbered as number 4. And that sentence should read, "The city council shall function as the appellate review body and conduct the review." So just a couple of typos in there that we caught today.
So noting those clarifications by our city attorney, I would move to adopt the ordinance approving amendments to Chapter 4, or no, Chapter 5 of the American Fork City Municipal Code regarding final appeals to the city council on certain business license decisions.
I have a motion by Councilmember Taylor,
I'll second.
second by Councilmember Carroll. Any discussion on the motion? We'll call for a vote. Councilmember Hunter?
Aye.
Councilmember John?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Councilmember Holly?
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor?
Aye.
All right, item number 8, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
A motion by Councilmember John,
Did I miss something?
I thought we had a closed session tonight, but did that change?